they still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you.
Anxiety fade out, don't matter as long as I got you. I know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I know I'll soar on wings like eagles if I wait on you. You're God from here to
It's that time again, time to reset for a new month. I'm just trying to refill my kitchen containers, so just like a few things that have run out or are almost running out. Typically what I do is just like pick up things from my stockpile in my basement pantry, then bring them up and then fill them in these containers for easy access. How are you doing? I am low-key super excited that February is over. I'm just really exhausted. February was a lot. Like, it was just like one of those activity-packed months. Probably did something every single weekend and even like at least one other day during the week throughout the entire month. I did a couple of fun things though. Went to watch the Raptors game. Also hosted a Galentine's lunch. On my way to go celebrate Galentine's, we're doing a little Galentine's lunch thingamabob, and I'm so excited. Hubs is dropping me off and then he has some errands to run. But I got like some gifts for the girlies. I hope they like them.
Lord, I'm separated. I'm living life for you. I lay my life down at your feet for your use. Come purify my heart, clean out my mind, so I can live a life that's pleasing to you, a life that is poured out.
Men don't want to do that because it's also kind of good for them to not, because they can't afford to lose it. We are depending on them. I can't imagine crying on the road because our entire
All for your kingdom, all for your glory.
I also had a church invite me to speak, so I facilitated a resume workshop for their church members. So Hubs just helped me print the workbooks that I need to use for the workshop, but we realized that the stapler is not working and so I cannot staple them. So we need to leave earlier because I need to get a stapler and then staple these before heading to the venue. So I'm just gonna pack these and then go get dressed. Then I also was involved with a lot of other events in my own local church. Then we had the AFCON finals, Super Bowl, then went to watch the Bob Marley movie. Highly recommend, by the way, if you haven't watched it already. February was just a lot and I'm really ready for March. I just want things to slow down and get back to a normal pace. Another exciting thing about February is my channel started picking up again. There's a time I was not consistent with my channel. I kinda quote-unquote abandoned it, but I told myself that this year is the year I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show up whether 200 people watch my video or whether it is 2,000 people, I'm going to show up regardless of the circumstances. And it was really nice in February to start to see an improvement in my numbers. And so yeah, that's really encouraging. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do that. Subscribe to my channel. Make sure you are liking my videos, you are commenting and engaging in the comments. It really goes a long way to help with the growth of my channel. And yeah, I'd really appreciate if you did that for me. Anyway, let's get back to refilling the things that I need to refill. I need to refill my oil jars. I also need to refill my black pepper, my nuts, some of my grains, so like beans, as well as a flour.
I lay my life down at your feet for your use. Come purify my heart, clean out my mind, so I can live a life that's pleasing to you, a life that is poured out.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
All I wanna do is bring you glory.
How far
And
back?
honor, it's all for you, not me. It's more of you, less of me. All for your kingdom, all for your glory. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater. Lord, I
Ziploc bag to the rescue.
that honors you.
Now I have to sort out this mess. I'm just gonna like put it all in the container.
I like that, pleases me, I like that, honors you in all that I do. Ooh, I wanna walk away from those things that pull me away from your presence. Jesus, I want nothing to do with that. Help me have nothing to do with, 'cause all I wanna do is bring you glory and honor. It's all for you, none of me. It's more of you, less of me. All for your kingdom, all for your glory. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater, so I become lesser. He must become greater. Yours is the kingdom and glory. Yours is the kingdom and glory. Yours is the power forever.
Done with all of that. Now I'm just gonna go and return this stuff into my basement pantry. This is how I sort of like package it. Once I have taken what I need, I just roll it and then tie it with these rubber bands and then put these in. It depends. For something like this, I'll just leave it on the counter. But if it's something like flour that I think maybe things might like go inside, I'll put it inside a container. And this is pretty solid because it's inside a bag and a Ziploc bag. I have some other things that I need to get done, just like in terms of preparing for March. I need to tidy up my workspace. I don't know, like no matter what I try, my workspace always ends up looking messy. So yeah, gotta do that. And then I also still need to fill up my career planning workbook for just like doing a reflection of February and setting goals for March. So let's go and do that. Tell me why this is still my screensaver or background for my computer. We're in the last week of February and I still have 2023 is your year of divine perfection. Anyway, I need to change that, but let's tidy up my desk first. It's in shambles. So yeah, let's tackle it. I'm a big sticky note girly. Let me know if you can relate, but yeah, I sticky note everything. These are all irrelevant. Let's throw them in here because this is also irrelevant. I don't even know why I kept this.
Let me take a moment to apologize.
More bottles everywhere.
Now I realize that you're my morning star. You're my everything. All of the worries and fears don't
My
matter.
sticky note collection.
As long as I got
Looking a little
anxiety.
better. I'm done setting my intentions for March. This process actually doesn't take me a lot of time. It's pretty easy for me because at the start of the year I actually set overarching goals for my career for the entire year, and then at the start of the quarter I also like just break down those goals into, okay, for Q1 what do I want to achieve, and then it's me just breaking down those goals into monthly tasks. So some things I did in January, some things February, and then some things are now going to fall into March. Let's just do a quick reflection on February. I know I mentioned February was super busy. It was hectic, but it was also a really good month career-wise. A lot of good things happened. I did mention at the beginning of the year that I would keep you posted with how I'm using my career planning workbook, and the way it's set up is there are 7 specific things pertaining to my career that I plan for or I map out and I'm intentional about. I did mention I would keep you posted on 2, and those 2 aren't necessarily tied to my job per se, so I can talk about them, and those 2 are my personal branding as well as my learning and development. So for my personal branding, one of my goals for February was to post consistently on LinkedIn, and I'm so happy because I did do that. For the month of February I posted consistently. That's something I have not been able to do in months, and so I'm really proud of myself. For my learning and development, I remember mentioning that I wanted to take on a data course. I found a course that it ties in pretty well with my job, but just as I was about to, you know, speak to my boss about it and get it, because at work I do have a pretty generous learning budget that I can actually take courses and stuff with, so I decided to put a break on it because I was starting to think about doing something else. And so I told myself, okay, I'm just gonna pause, think about it a little bit, because I don't want to waste that budget on something that I don't want to do or that I don't feel like would benefit me in the long run.
I know I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and I know I'll soar on wings like eagles if I wait on you. You're God from here to the end of your light, still always the same, it's true. I know that I can always count on you. Every single moment that I think about